Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time of the day you're watching this broadcast, this is Dr. Drtangumonkem with iemapproach, where we inspire, equip, and motivate people to discover God's great potential in them, develop that potential, and deploy it. I have a lot in store for you today, and I want to thank you so much for joining us. Please do me a favor and invite other people to join the broadcast. And if you are listening on our podcast, I Am Approach podcast, please share, invite other people. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, I want to encourage you to do so as well. And make sure while you are there, hit that notification button so each time I come live, you are not going to miss anything. I do this because I care. I believe in the potential that God has put in you already, and that it needs to be nurtured, it needs to be developed, and you need to deploy it. It's exciting when you discover your purpose and you discover that you have the tools and the resources that you need to accomplish that which you were placed on earth to accomplish. That is when your life has meaning, it has purpose. You get up each day energized because there is work to be done. It's great to work because when you work, you are going to be rewarded. I've been talking about enhancing your marriage. And it doesn't matter where you are right now in your marriage, there is room for improvement. Those who are in good marriages impact the bottom line. And that's why it's important for us to have healthy marriages. Healthy marriages will also enrich our lives and make us to be very productive employees or productive citizens. I want to give a big shout to all the veterans that are out there. Before we get into our broadcast today, thank you for all your sacrifices. We appreciate that. In fact, during our morning devotion this morning, one of our children brought up that we should pray for the veterans, especially those of you that are struggling as a result of having been deployed multiple times in the different theaters around the world. We're praying for you for restoration, for peace, and for healing. That said, let's get into our discussion of the day. If you're just joining us, this is Dr. Drtangumonkem with iemapproach. We believe in a holistic approach to success, holistic approach to reaching our full potential. I've been speaking from these resources. The first one, put together by my wife and I, is Enhance Your Marriage, the surprising benefits of exercising as husband and wife. Here we're making a case for you and your husband, or you and your wife, the two of you, to exercise, do the same activity at the same time. We're not talking about each person having their own exercise time and exercise program. That is great. But if you want to enhance your marriage, if you want to get the best of it, two of you have to go out there and do it together. Today we're going to be talking from chapter 1, which is dealing with money. And before we get into that, we have a roadmap here for you. 90 days challenge for husband and wife and husband to go out there for 90 days and exercise together. I'm going to be talking today on the connection between money, marriage, and exercise. We've all been told, and it's very popular when you read a lot of marriage books, the understanding is that there are three very critical components of any good marriage: sex, money, communication, or money, sex, communication. None is more important than the other. They are very critical. And most of the times when you look at marriages that have issues, if you trace all the different issues that marriage is facing, the issue will be coming from one of these three areas. At times, all the three areas may not be functioning well, and that marriage will be in deep trouble. However, my wife and I, after more than 10 years of exercising together, and we saw the positive impact of exercising together on our marriage, we decided to add a fourth component, and that is the component of health. We have control over our health. As you're going to see today, most of the lifestyle diseases that we're having right now are preventable, and we're going to be making emphasis on that. Now, when you start talking about health, what comes in is your lifestyle, what you eat, and how much exercise you do. These are very simple concepts. However, most of us are not applying them, and that's why we're having a lot of problems. Today, I'll be making a connection between money, exercise, and marriage. How are they connected? And how are you doing? We know money is very important. In fact, King Solomon said, money answered all things. Money is very important. If you think money is not important, please try poverty. I have been poor. I know the stench of poverty, and I don't want any of it. But now you may be thinking, what has this got to do with anything? Please give me a minute. I'll connect the dots for you. Because money is very important, it is critical that we understand how money works, and we understand how to make money work for us instead of us working money, which means as a couple, as husband and wife, it's important for you to manage your money properly. Money management has to deal with being able to make your money work hard for you. It is not about how much you make. It is what you do with that money that matters. How you spend the money is going to determine how wealthy you are going to be. There are millionaires that are broke. You don't want to be broke. Unfortunately, many couples are in debt because they spend more than they are making. If you are spending more than you are making, it is a recipe for disaster. If you are spending more than you are making, there's no way you're going to build wealth. There's no way you're going to be wealthy. You will be poor. Now remember, I'm not here trying to place anybody on a kill trip. I just want to have a candid conversation and connect the dots. It took me a long time for my wife and I to connect these dots. And if they've already connected to you, that is wonderful. Please, can you share on the comment section and help other couples out there? Because there are lots of other couples that are struggling in their marriages because they've never been able to connect these dots. I would like to get your feedback on what you think. Now, there's something about money that I want to say upfront, because at times when money is mentioned, a lot of people are only thinking, oh, I'm not making enough. It is not what you're making right now, it is how you are spending the money. It's not how much you're making, it's how you are spending. And that is why we're going to be connecting the dots for you to understand that if you're not healthy, you're losing money. And it's going to make you poor. It will negatively impact your finances. And eventually, it's going to ruin your marriage. You must have heard that health is wealth. Is it just a saying? Is it just a slogan? Is health truly wealth? Have you pondered upon it? Have you answered that question? What do you think about it? Is health wealth? Yeah, I believe that health is wealth because of two simple reasons. When you are not well, when you are unhealthy, when you are sick, you lose money in two ways. The first one is lost productivity. You're not going to show up at work when you are sick. I mean, sick, like really sick. If you've been diagnosed with cancer or something that is life-threatening or heart disease, you're going to go to the hospital. You're going to go see doctors. You will try to cure yourself, which means you will stop working. And when you stop working, you're going to stop earning money. You don't go to the doctor. So the second thing is money will start leaving your pocket. You don't go see the doctors for treatment for free. You have to pay for the treatment. It's going to cost money to treat yourself. So the first way is you stop working, you stop earning, you lose money. The second way is you are going to be spending money to treat yourself. Please, I am not in any way, shape, or form suggesting that going to the doctor to be treated when you are sick is a bad idea. No, when you are sick, please seek medical attention, seek treatment as fast and as soon as possible. What I'm saying here is this: the treatment is not going to be free. It's going to hit your pocketbooks in two ways. You will lose production, you will lose earning, and you're going to lose money because you are spending it. Remember that what you want to be financially free is to get to that place where while you are sleeping, your money is working for you. You have to save enough money. You have to raise enough money to invest the money for the money to work for you if you want to be financially free. The road to financial independence and abundance is not an easy one. It's not an easy one. And that is why for each married couple that want to be financially independent, you don't want ill health to get in your way. You want to make sure you do everything within your power to be healthy and strong so that you can work and earn and deploy some of these earnings to work for you while you sleep. You see, that is why every couple who desires to be financially free must free up as much money as possible and allow the money to work for them while doing other things. But you are not going to be able to do that if you are in and out of the hospital all the time. Again, I'm not throwing any blame here for anybody that is sick. But what I'm suggesting is that those of you who are strong, and even those of you who are sick, you can reverse that situation, as we're going to see. Take back your health and take back your finances. Now remember, if you are spending your money on prescription drugs, instead of investing it, you are making the pharmaceutical companies rich and not yourself. And what I'm trying to say here is this. Instead of investing in the pharmaceutical companies by consuming their drugs, you can adopt a healthy lifestyle, and that money that would have gone for treatment is going to be used to invest, and the money will work on your behalf. Poverty is not fun. Poverty is not fun, especially when you have the opportunity to be healthy and you choose an unhealthy lifestyle and it impoverishes you. Now, you may be wondering, but what am I talking about? Can anybody stay without being sick? Well, we are talking about preventable diseases, and there are lots of them that some of you are suffering from right now that are preventable. Please don't take my word for it. I am not a medical expert. You should consult with a doctor. And some of what I'm going to be saying here, your doctors have already told you. You've been told, cut back on your alcohol consumption. You've been told, cut back on your sugar intake. You've been told by your doctor to exercise. You've been told to stop smoking, isn't it? I'm not the one telling you. And even if your doctors have not told you that, you've heard, you've read. However, you still haven't connected the dots that this sedentary lifestyle and making bad nutritional choices are impacting your health and your pocketbook. There's no way you're going to win financially and have a strong, vibrant, healthy marriage if you are broke, health-wise and financially. These sedentary related diseases, these preventable diseases that are draining your family resources and will make you poor, keep you poor, and bankrupt you, can be overcome. You can change your lifestyle and put these diseases out of business. By the way, you don't have any business doing business with these diseases. If you think this is a joking matter, if you think, oh, but what has this got to do with me? Please, I want you to take a look at the following list of preventable diseases that are linked to a lack of exercise and unhealthy eating, and you be the judge. I'm going to list the diseases here, and you be the judge. They are linked. They are linked to unhealthy eating, eating junk food, eating processed food, drinking, and having a sedentary lifestyle, which means you don't exercise regularly. You may be wondering, what is regular exercise? The experts say at least 3 times a week for 30 minutes, you do an activity that will change your heart rate. We do 5 days, 5 miles, averaging about 30 miles a week. I'm not prescribing that for you. Talk with your doctor, get onto a program, and get moving. If not, it's going to hit your pocketbooks and hit your health at the same time. Now, this is a list of some of the diseases, not all, just some. Erectile dysfunction. Some of you men have lost your manhood. You can no longer satisfy your wife sexually because of choosing to eat junk and not exercise over fulfilling your marital responsibility to your wife. Well, you may tell me, no, I haven't made a choice. I really want to be a good husband. I want to be able to meet my wife's needs. Of course, action speaks louder than words. Each time you're eating that junk food and each day you refuse to go out and exercise, you are choosing by your actions to prioritize your taste buds and appetite over your marriage, over your wife. It's just that simple. You've got to make up your mind and make a choice. What is more important? You put in your energy and effort in that. Erectile dysfunction, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, stroke, cardiovascular diseases, heart attacks, breathing problems, hyperventilation, insomnia, anxiety, stress, low self-esteem, feelings of depression, cognitive dysfunction, osteoporosis, osteoarthritis, poor balance, bone fracture and falls, rheumatoid arthritis, colon cancer, yes, colon cancer, breast cancer, yes, breast cancer, endometrial cancer, gestational diabetes, preeclampsia, pyrocytic ovary syndrome, pain, constipation, gallbladder disease. I don't know if you're suffering from any of these diseases that I've listed. The lifestyle diseases. Change your diet, change what you eat, change the amount of exercise you do each day. It's tough. It's not easy. It's not. It is not. It's hard. And that is why we are calling on husbands and wives to team up, to hold each other's hands and work together and encourage one another. There are lots of resources. The books are there. There are coaches, mentors. I and my wife can help out as well. If you really want help, you need to reach out for it. The list I just gave is not an exhaustive list of the modern era chronic diseases that can affect any couple. In fact, some researchers suggest that there are about 35 chronic diseases that are directly linked to a lack of exercise and unhealthy eating. Your health, the quality of your health, is on you. It's on the daily choices you make. You get up each day, you choose what to eat, you choose if to exercise or not. That is ground zero. Stop pushing the responsibility to other people. Stop blaming and complaining and get your act together. It's tough, but it's doable. If you keep eating unhealthily and refusing to exercise and get back your health, you're going to be losing money. You're going to remain poor because you stop earning and you start spending instead of investing. I'll wrap up by asking these questions, and it's you and you alone that can answer them. How much money has your family spent on doctor visits and prescription drugs? How much are you going to continue spending if nothing changes? Are you seeing that your refusal to change your bad eating habits and sedentary lifestyle is costing you money and will eventually destroy your marriage and your lives? There is a connection between what you eat and the amount of exercise that you do and your pocketbook. If you want to be financially free, if you want money to work for your marriage, it's critical that you take exercise seriously, because exercise will positively improve your health. And when you are healthy, you will spend less money on prescription drugs, on doctor visits, treatments, and you will have the strength and the energy to earn more money because you will be working and being productive. I want to thank you for watching, for hanging around. Do me a favor, share. Stay tuned for more updates. We're going to continue. We'll talk about sex and communication and how exercise is related to this and how exercise will help enhance, improve your sex life, communication, and your marriage quality and quantity overall. God bless you.